It's me again, Rachel Daze, comedian and silly goose. And I thought I would give you guys a synopsis of all of my tattoos. I have a lot of tattoos. People ask me about them sometimes, what they mean or where did I get them and stuff like that. So I thought I would go through a tour of all of them and show you these are all the ones that I've got so far. A majority of my tattoos are done by Corey Smith at Steady Hand Tattoo. Check them out. These are not going to be in order because I've lost track of time. The hat and the mustache and the lighter are all on my left thigh. The lighter, that's supposed to represent my brother, and those are his initials at the bottom. The hat represents, it's like a family heirloom. We have a couple in the family. And then the mustache is my dad's mustache. And then also I have on my ribs my dad's initials. This picture looks a little funky because I have goosebumps, but that's what they look like. He used to sign his W's with little dots in the middle so they'd look like titties. Okay, this is the other leg. So this is on my right thigh. I have, these ones are pretty thick, I'm not gonna lie. So the peach one, that one is on like the back of my thigh, almost closer to my butt. And if you can tell, that line right there is thick. Yeah, I got it when I was in college and I was using a lot of public bathrooms and it was on the back of my thigh and it looks rough. It looks a little rough. Do I regret it? Not really. It represents like my friends, and we had a group chat called the Peach Pit for a long time. The other one, my mom tattoo, I got that for Mother's Day. I want to say 2018. I got it a couple of weeks before Mother's Day, and then I showed it to my mom, and she didn't really like it. She was like, I thought we talked about sunflowers. These are cherry blossoms. Okay, now we're getting into the fun stuff. So this is on like my mid-thigh, my mid-right thigh. I had the panther. I got that done at Rochester Tattoo Convention. And then the shop that I usually go to had a flash event. So that's where I got the 777 and the flower. And I thought it looked just so good together. I love the 777. I love the way that this looks. I really can't wait until I can wear shorts this summer. This is my right calf. I'm also super happy with how this is looking right now. I might not even do anything else to this leg. That's how much I like the way that it's looking. I had, once again, Rochester Tattoo Convention. I had the top one done. And then the bottom one was done by Ben Wara at Cosmic Reaper Tattoo in Rochester. Yeah, I'm really happy with how all of this is coming together. I mean, they're all different artists, but it just seems so cohesive and like the style is, I'm loving it. This was the first tattoo that I got on my arm. A lot of these pictures are in black and white because when I get tattooed, I am red. I am looking inflamed. But this was the first one I got on my arm. And it was like a big step because everything else you could easily hide, like on my legs and stuff. So this one was like a big, kind of a big deal. This one is on the outside part of my right arm. I also got this done at a Rochester Tattoo Convention. Got a lot of tattoos at these things. I had no appointment set up. Usually I have an appointment. Like, I planned ahead of time. I have an appointment. But this guy was just doing flash, and I saw this, and I was like, I wanted it. And now I really like the way that it looks. I got a couple of these little stars added to it not that long ago. My tattoo artist had an apprentice, and I was like, I'll add a little something to it. But I love the way that it looks on stage when I'm holding a mic. It just looks it looks cool. I like it. This was the first tattoo that my family was like, okay, are you in a gang or what's going on with all this? All right, so this is still my right arm. Most of my tattoos are on my right arm. I'm going to fill in the left arm eventually, but I want to finish the right arm first before I go dip it into my left arm. So the butterfly is on the back of my right arm. I got this done like a little after COVID, and I was just itching. I was itching to go get a tattoo. I had found this place online, Pyramid Arts. I don't think this guy even works there anymore. But I saw the flash and I was like, I want that. I need that. And I like this because I think it's unique. It kind of, the body of it looks like a bumblebee, so that's kind of different. The skull, that's on my right bicep, so on the inside of my arm. Those are Billy Joel lyrics. It's supposed to represent, like, a lot of people in my family died really early and stuff like that. The scorpion, this is like in the crook of my elbow on my right arm. If I were to do this one again, I would probably put it somewhere else just because the one leg didn't heal very well from being in the crease of my, like, inner elbow. But I still really like this tattoo. I got it because I spent some time in New Mexico and I had a great time, and I really connected with the desert, I feel like. So I ended up, when I came home, I ended up getting this tattoo. The mail envelope, that one I got close to Valentine's Day, either last year or the year before. But the reason I got it is because that was a doodle that I did a lot as a kid. And I love cards. I love mailing cards back and forth with people that I love. And I love, sending letters and physical, tangible media, stuff like that. I love how these are done. I especially love the hints of white in some of my tattoos. These are some of the favorites. I mean, they're all my favorites, but these are really, like, the bangers. So I've got, like, a Cupid angel on my arm. Yeah, I think he's adorable. I sent Corey a couple of pictures of a Cupid. He drew this up for me. I love it. I might get another one, to be honest. I don't know if I would get another angel or if I would get a devil, maybe. I don't know. I think it's really cute. And it always draws people's attention because it's like right in the middle of my arm. But I love it. It's very like vintage too. This other one here, this is a portrait of my cat. I was really scared to get this one, to be honest, because I thought a tattoo of a black cat is risky because it could always just turn into a big blob, no matter where you take it to, whether it's a good artist or not. So, I was just really happy with the way this turned out. I added the little bow. That was my choice, and he's just a little sweetie. He looks like he's so handsome. Yeah, I love it. He's alive, by the way. He's doing fine. I just like to carry him with me. Okay, this is my arm. So I got the jar of bugs on my right arm. That's supposed to represent, me and my friend used to live in an apartment together, and downstairs was a bar. The bar's still there. I'm not there. But, called the Bug Jar. And me and my friend lived there for quite a few years together, and even through COVID, which was a lot. And we just had a really good time. We had a good time together, but we also had like a real strong bond. So we wanted to get something together. So this was my version of it. She got a different version of it for her type of style, whatever floats your boat. But that's what my right arm looks like. And you can see there's a R near my wrist. There's an R near my wrist. That doesn't stand for Rachel or anything. I also have a L on my other wrist. I have a right and a left. Yeah. So I got those done because it helps me complete daily tasks, to be honest, instead of all the time having to go like try and figure out which one is right. And then it helps me a lot when I'm driving. I could just look at my wrist and be like, oh, I gotta go this way. But this is kind of how everything looks in juxtaposition to each other. I mean, I'm gonna end up filling in some more of these blank spaces, but this is where we're at right now. This little lamb, well, like I was saying, I get really red. So all those parts that are red are actually like white. So that's like a little lamb. It's right above the angel, and it's next to the cat, my cat, and then it's in between that and the skull. It's on my upper bicep, and I just think he's cute. It's a little sheepy, and Rachel actually means baby lamb in Hebrew. Am I Jewish? No, but I still think it's cute. And he's got a little bow to match my kitty's little bow. Okay, this is my most recent one. I just got it probably like a month or so ago while I was on vacation. And I won't probably get a tattoo on vacation again. Usually my tattoos are really like well thought out, planned. I know what I want. This time we just went to like some tourist place that I didn't do any research on and didn't even, I just went in there and picked something out of a book. And that's honestly what I got. I'll probably end up having this touched up again later by somebody else. But it's okay for now. It's on my left hand next to my L. Oh, trigger warning, gore. Okay, so I have my elbow tattooed. And my elbow is tattooed all the way down my bicep up until the skull. So, it's supposed to be like a flail. So this is the end of it, and then there's the chain, and then the handle. But I had an incident. I was riding one of those city scooters, and I fell. I hit some gravel really hard. Elbow first. The tattoo was only a couple of months healed. It was looking really good. And then I fell. And I took a big chunk out of my elbow. Like a big chunk of skin. I knew as soon as it happened, I was screwed. Because I could just see the gap in the space of where it was supposed to be. So, this was terrible to heal. It was awful because it's on your elbow. You're always bending your elbow and stuff. And, I knew I was going to have a bad time because I would put a Band-Aid on it. And then when I would take the bandage off, I would see ink in the Band-Aid. So I just knew that I was going to have a bad time. But I've been really taking care of it. And I think the scar has healed down enough that in the next couple of months or so, I'm going to get it fixed. It's going to look amazing. Better than ever. Alright, so this is my back piece. Nudity, trigger warning. This is my back piece. It's like in the middle of my back where like my bra strap sits, not like up or down. It's like right in the middle. And yeah, I saw something similar to this. I brought it to my artist. He drew it up for me. I might go in and have some bush added to this. We'll see, maybe. But I'm definitely going to finish my back at some point. Definitely the above part and the lower part. It's just a matter of figuring out what I want to do and then what order I want to do it. That's all my tattoos. If you want to get a closer look at them, you're going to have to come to a show. Or get me naked. Take your pick. Thank you for watching. Did you have fun? I hope you had fun.